Welcome to the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. We discuss 6 questions in 9 minutes because leaders know how to be concise. We'll go ahead and get started with today's guest. Our first question, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Thanks, Sean. My name is Brandon Walton. I am a founder of a Salesforce consulting firm called Cyrprus Learning, and we work with small businesses to help them implement their Salesforce accounts.
Very good. Question number 2, what's the best thing about working with a team?
The best thing about working with a team is you can find someone who is a subject matter expert in a particular piece of your business, so you can sort of delegate these tasks out to people to be experts at specific things and know where you can find really solid resources for specific questions or issues that come up.
So kind of that strengths-based approach where you find everybody's strengths and utilize those appropriately then.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Question number 3, I hear from other leaders of teams that it can be a challenge to get team members engaged. Tell us your thoughts.
Yes, so engagement is difficult. I find the best way to get people engaged, piggybacking off of the strengths question, is finding things that your team excels at, the things that individuals naturally like to do. So if someone is artistic, put them on the design-related tasks. If someone is more analytic, the data-driven tasks are probably more strengths for them. So finding the strengths and letting people thrive in what they're good at. And then what I do is I make sure that people know that I recognize that they're an expert in space. I downplay my ability and build up those people around me.
Very smart. Good work. Question number 4, what other piece of advice do you have for leaders of teams?
I think the best thing that you can do as a leader is, one, put people in places that they are good at, give them jobs that they're going to be naturally good at, and having trust that they're going to do the job that you've employed them to be good at. So kind of holding back off the reins, letting people make what you might perceive as a mistake or view as a risk, and just have that faith and confidence that this person's on my team because I know that they're good at this, so I'm going to let them figure it out, even if they might not be where I was expecting them to be or wanting them to be at this particular time. I'm going to hold off and let them figure it out.
Takes a high level of trust, but I completely agree that that is the best way to get the team to perform at a high level. That's a great comment. Question number 5, what other successful leaders of teams would you like to recognize excuse me, that have had a positive influence in your life?
Yes, I really like this question. So I previously worked for a company called X Matters, and I think that they had an excellent leadership team across the board. I was in the consulting services team there. A gentleman, Jonathan Hurwitz, was a great leader. He's given me lots of advice. We still talk to this day, so I think he's a great leader. The CEO of that organization, Troy, is just the way that he speaks to people and the way that you can tell that he cares about folks. He knew everybody's name as far as I knew, and he just a really great job of separating the tough business decisions from the personal. And I think that was just an awesome skill that I try to take with me everywhere I go. That there's the business, but then everybody who's involved in business, they're still people, and you should treat those people as people separate from what your budgets are and things like that.
Great points, and I appreciate you recognizing those people who espouse those kinds of principles. I think that's fantastic. Question number 6, tell us about your first job.
So we could go. My first job, this is back when I was in middle school. I was a soccer referee.
Wow.
So I was like I don't remember, maybe like 12-year-old, being a soccer referee for 5 and 6-year-olds. And I always remember that because I had to go and get certified, go through this, soccer training, do a soccer referee training, do an exam. And, here I am, this, middle schooler or whatever, telling coaches, calm down, teaching to adults. And but my mom, I have a younger sister who was 4 years younger, so there were games where I would have to referee my little sister and my mom. And I do remember having, I think I almost ejected my mom from a game once. I might have had to.
Oh, that would have been great. Extent,
Probably would have had to figure out my own dinner plans that night, but
Wow, what a unique. I don't think I've heard that one. I've done a lot of these podcasts, but that's a first to hear such a young referee. But wow,
yeah.
good for you. Good for you. Brandon, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. How can people find you?
Hey, thanks, Sean. People can find me on our company website, cypruslearning.com. And also, if you just search for Brandon Walton, I've got my COVID face on, so you have a much more cleaner, shaven view of me on LinkedIn. But Brandon Walton, Cyprus Learning on LinkedIn. We do sales enablement and marketing automation webinars. You can find those on our website and on our LinkedIn profile as well.
Fantastic. This is Sean Richards with the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. For more ideas, you can find us on LinkedIn by searching Blue Sky Business Consulting. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.